Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is journalist claims Liverpool won't rule out surprise €50 million transfer deal this summer. Liverpool could reportedly be prepared to sell French central defender Ibrahima Konate this summer if he won't sign a new contract. It seems the Reds could somewhat surprisingly sanction Konate's departure for around €50 million, in which case the player would push to negotiate a move to Real Madrid, according to journalist Anton Miana, speaking to Cadena SR, as quoted and translated by Sport Witness. Konate has been a key player for Liverpool and they surely won't want to let him go, especially as they've already had to deal with selling Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid in this window as well. Ibrahima Konate to leave Liverpool for Real Madrid? As we recently reported, Konate has rejected Liverpool's new contract offers and his situation has Real Madrid on alert. Sources informed us that Konate's stance could see Madrid accelerate their efforts to land Konate, and now things seem like they could be heading in that direction. Marca have also reported on Real being eager to sign Konate to replace struggling duo Raúl Asensio and Antonio Rudiger. Meanwhile, Miana said, the Anfield team won't rule out putting Konate on the market this summer for around €50 million if they see he doesn't renew. If that happens, the player will ask to negotiate with Real Madrid. Should Liverpool cash in on Konate or take the hit? Different fans will have differing views on this, but LFC could now have a big decision to make. Losing Konate would be a blow, even if they bring in a transfer fee for him, so some might argue it's worth keeping him for one more year and then losing him for free at the end of his contract. On the other hand, it might also be better to just accept that Konate no longer wants to be at the club, and raise some cash to find a replacement as soon as possible. What would you do if you were in charge of the situation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Liverpool's summer transfer window continues to heat up as a journalist reveals the Reds won't rule out a surprise €50 million deal. Real Madrid's interest sparks a massive double swoop, with Liverpool setting a crazy price after reportedly accepting a £43 million offer. Meanwhile, club legend Roberto Firmino has agreed to yet another move, and the Reds identify a strong alternative to Alexander Isak that has left them impressed. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is Liverpool set crazy price for Real Madrid double swoop after Reds accept £43 million offer. Liverpool have set a crazy price for Real Madrid to sign Alexis Mac Allister this summer after reportedly accepting a £43 million Los Blancos bid for one of his teammates. Arne Slot has already seen the La Liga giants poach one of his star players this summer as Trent Alexander-Arnold ran down his contract to force through a move to the Bernabeu. Liverpool did manage to get a fee of around £8.4 million in the end from Real Madrid as they wanted to sign him before the end of June to play in the Club World Cup, and are now attempting to ward them off from a move for Mac Allister, who's been linked with them for some time. He's one of the most attractive players to strengthen Xabi Alonso's midfield as Madrid stay his contractual situation in England, according to Spanish outlet Fichajes. The World Cup winner, who moved to Liverpool from Brighton for £35 million in the summer of 2023, has 3 years left on his current deal, which means the Reds are not willing to negotiate easily. The crazy price, which isn't actually crazy at all as it's his transfer market value, is €100 million, which is said to complicate the plans of Real Madrid as they are not in a position to pay any price. The report adds that Mac Allister is comfortable in the Premier League, and that he's a key piece in Slot's side, who cantered to the title last term and have made great strides to improve their squad this summer in order to go back-to-back. A more likely departure for Real Madrid from Liverpool is Ibrahima Konate, who has entered the final year of his contract and has reportedly turned down 2 renewal offers as he weighs up his future. And Fichajes claim that Real Madrid have reached a comprehensive agreement with the France international ahead of a potential move to the Bernabeu. The La Liga giants are also preparing to pay the €50 million, £43 million, Liverpool demand for his transfer, and the report adds that Konate will be Real Madrid's next signing in the summer transfer window, in a deal that will be finalized in the coming days. Real Madrid's heavy defeat to Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup semi-finals set off alarm bells at Valdebebas and led Xabi Alonso to request a reliable defender. And Liverpool centre-back Konate meets the qualities Alonso considers essential to compete at the highest level, with Frenchman making his intention to wear the white shirt clear and is not considering any other alternative at this time. The report adds that Liverpool have decided to accept the fee proposed by Real Madrid, after coming under pressure following Konate's refusal to agree a new contract. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our third news is Roberto Firmino agrees transfer move as Liverpool hero to switch clubs again. Liverpool hero Roberto Firmino could be set to switch clubs again, having spent 2 years with Al Ahly in the Saudi Pro League. Last season, he scored 5 goals in 17 appearances in the Middle East. But things have not gone smoothly, despite Firmino arriving as captain and scoring a hat-trick on his debut. Even though he played a key role in their intercontinental success last season, the 33-year-old was left out of the Al Ahly squad for domestic league matches in the second half of this season. The decision came after Al Ahly signed Galeno from Porto in January, pushing its foreign player count to 11, which is 1 over what the Saudi Pro League permits. It is no shock, then, that Firmino is now on the move. According to Walid Saeed, he has an agreement in place to join the Qatari side Al Sadd, with the deal entering the final stages. Barcelona legend Xavi Hernandez played for Al Sadd for 4 years after leaving the Camp Nou in 2015. That was the same summer that Firmino arrived at Anfield under Brendan Rodgers. The Brazilian came in for a fee of around $39 million, £29 million, from the German side Hoffenheim. There's no reference point when it comes to comparing Bobby. There's never been anyone quite like him, and I doubt there ever will be again, then club captain Jordan Henderson said in a tribute when Firmino left. To be that talented, have that much skill, and then to work as hard and smart as he does, is remarkable. Humility in professional football is just as important as humility in life. The way Bobby plays, the selflessness of it, is what makes him so special. To have that much magic and ability and still sacrifice yourself for your team, honestly, for any young player wanting to be a forward, he is the benchmark. He's not afraid to express himself and do all the tricks, but at the same time makes sure he earns that right by doing the non-spectacular things also. His status as an all-time Liverpool great is secured. Henderson ended up following Firmino to the Saudi top flight later that summer, joining Steven Gerrard at Al Ettifaq. But he didn't last long there, moving to Ajax without being paid. Now, he is set to join Brentford on a 2-year contract despite interest from the likes of FC Porto. Henderson will effectively replace Christian Norgard, the experienced midfielder who has signed for Arsenal. It will be difficult, particularly saying goodbye to people I live with every day, Firmino said when he left Liverpool. And the fans, I'll always miss them dearly. They sang my name and got behind me during all these years together. I thank God for the affection they have for me, from the bottom of my heart. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our last news is Liverpool's alternative to Alexander Isak named with Reds left, impressed. Liverpool are reportedly stepping up their interest in Hugo Ekitike, and their hopes of signing the Eintracht Frankfurt striker as a possible Alexander Isak alternative have been boosted. TBR Football's Graham Bailey reports that the Reds have been impressed by Ekitike, and Frankfurt have already signed a replacement in Jonathan Burkert, who was on Manchester United's radar. This will only benefit Arne Slot if the Merseyside Giants pursue a potential move for the French frontman. Ekitike caught the eye at Deutsche Bank Park last season, thriving in a frontline alongside Omar Marmesh, who joined Manchester City in January. He registered 15 goals and 8 assists in 33 Bundesliga games, and his clever movement and instinctive finishing abilities have earned comparisons to Newcastle United's Isak. A potential deal for Ekatike could take place should Frankfurt lower their £86 million valuation, and there's belief in England that they may be prepared to do so. They are also waiting to see whether Isak becomes available, but will turn to the former Paris Saint-Germain striker if Newcastle persuade the Swede to stay put. Bailey gave an update on the Reds' interest in Ekatike and the implications of Burkert arriving at Frankfurt. Frankfurt have already signed Ekatike's replacement, Burkert. If they continue to demand €100 million, then Ekitike won't move, but there's a belief in England that they won't, so there's real interest there. He's one on Liverpool's list, but they're happy to wait to hear news on their dream target Alexander Isak. Ekatike, who has 4 years on his contract, could even replace Isak if he heads to Anfield. But the Premier League champions are admirers of the Frenchman. Newcastle are doing work on potential replacements for Isak too, if he doesn't sign a new deal. And Ekatike is one of them. Liverpool know the striker market, and Ekatike is one who has impressed them. I can confirm that Liverpool have been busy this summer, making a club record signing by swooping for Florian Wirtz in a total package worth £116 million. The German arrived shortly after his former Bayer Leverkusen teammate Jeremy Frimpong became Trent Alexander-Arnold's replacement for £30 million. Milos Kerkez became the Reds' third summer signing in a £40 million deal, and he'll be competing with Andy Robertson for the left-back berth on Arne Slot's side. It's been an excellent showing on the recruitment front, amounting to £186 million if Wirtz's add-ons are achieved. Liverpool aren't done there, though, as they eye a new striker and centre-back, with Darwin Núñez looking increasingly likely to depart. They reportedly received a £47.5 million offer from Napoli for the Uruguayan frontman last week, and a sale opens the door for Ekatike to come in as his replacement. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.